a decision to make, and what does the universe want you to know about making this decision? So, Spirit, for the viewer, I feel like for whoever this resonates with, there is a decision to be made. Can we have a look at this decision? What is this decision about, please? What is this decision about? We've got the chariot. And let's have a look. What advice do you have, Spirit, for the viewer in regards to this decision? In regards to this decision, okay, we have got the Eight of Swords that came in reverse. Let me just check. Aha, my entire deck is upside down. Okay. Well, let's take it. It's got to be for a reason. So for many of you, there is this major decision ahead here with the Chariot card, which is a major arcana. And you're being called to take control, to be able to move forward and align your willpower with your goal. But with the Eight of Blades or the Eight of Swords in reverse, the universe is telling you that the biggest obstacle might not actually be something that is external. It is really talking about the mental limitation or fears that you are trying to break free from. So let's dive a little bit deeper into what this might mean for you. The Chariot is a card of movement, determination, and direction. And this decision that you are contemplating isn't one to take lightly. It is something that is going to require focus and a real sense of purpose, and you may really be at a point where you are weighing two opposing forces. If we look at this card, we can see that the heads of these beasts are actually turned in opposite directions. We have the two different flower choices here, the black and the red. That often gives me that yin-yang type of energy. So within this card, this could be talking about internal doubts versus your external expectations, or even security versus risk. But ultimately, this card is telling you that you have the power to steer your life in the direction that you choose. Now, in a traditional Chariot card, you would see that the heads of both beasts are facing in the same way. And of course, in order for this to move forward, that is what is going to need to happen. And it absolutely is talking about the mental control, especially as we have the Eight of Swords here. And it's telling you that the key is to stay disciplined, to trust your ability and not let distractions put you off course. So some questions that might be really useful for you at this time would be, do you feel in control of this decision, or is there something else that is now pulling the reins? And are you moving towards this choice with confidence, or is there fear that is holding you back? What the universe wants you to know is that with the reversed Eight of Blades, it is a really powerful sign that these mental blocks or self-doubt or limiting beliefs are finally starting to lift. In the upward position, this is a card that often talks about feeling indecisive or even paralyzed by fear. And the universe is telling you that you are not as stuck as you might think. The way forward for you is going to become clearer. And this decision might be about breaking free from something that has kept you feeling powerless in the past. Now is the time to step out of hesitation and reclaim that sense of choice. Really, it is showing you that this is a time or a call to action. The Chariot is saying that it's a time to move forward with confidence, while the reversed Eight of Blades suggests that you are finally releasing old fears or limiting thoughts that have kept you in place. The universe is very much reminding you that you have more control than you think, and the only thing left to do is to trust yourself and take that step forward. Let's pull another card on each. We have got The Seven of Cups, and still in the reversed, all of the cards are, is we have the Tower in reverse. How interesting. It is quite interesting that the Seven of Cups has shown up, as we were talking a little bit earlier about maybe feeling paralyzed by either fear. But this one is a card that suggests that you can also feel paralyzed because there are so many options. It is saying that there are choices abound, but clarity feels just out of reach. With the Seven of Cups as the decision at hand, there may be either illusions or distractions, or like I say, too many possibilities that are pulling your attention. And the Tower reversed suggests that deep down you already sense that something needs to change, but you might be resisting the inevitable. The universe is very much saying that this decision is more than just choosing. It's about awakening to the truth and letting go of any illusions that no longer serve you. Let's delve a little deeper into this. So this Seven of Cups, this can represent choices, dreams, and sometimes confusion. So right now you may be standing in front of many possibilities. Not all of them are real and not all of them are beneficial. And so there could be a need to really see through illusions, whether they're fantasies, fears, or even unrealistic expectations. This card is really suggesting that there's this moment of hesitation because each choice comes with consequences and not everything is as it seems. So some questions that you could possibly ask yourself that would help you would be, are you seeing this situation clearly, or is there something that is clouding your judgment? Are you drawn to an option that feels tempting but lacks substance? Or what happens if you strip away wishful thinking and look at the reality of each choice? You can see from the illustration on this cards that they have a little body part on each of the bottles, suggesting that this is time to look at the whole picture. In regards to what the universe wants you to know and this reversed tower, this can signal resistance to a particular major shift. And the universe is saying to you that change is already happening beneath the surface, whether you acknowledge it or not. This decision may absolutely be based on avoiding upheaval or even trying to maintain control, but the more you resist, the more unstable things feel. The good news here is that you have a chance to prepare for the shift rather than letting it hit you unexpectedly. So some questions for you to consider here is, are you clinging to something that is already falling apart? And what fears do you have in regards to letting go? What would happen if you embrace this change instead of resisting it? So in conclusion to all of the cards that we have drawn today, you are absolutely stepping into a moment of choice, clarity, and that of transformation. And the key to all of this is to be able to trust yourself, to see through the fog of uncertainty, and to really let go of whatever is keeping you stuck. It isn't simply about picking a path, it's about stepping fully into your power and embracing the new chapter ahead. You do have the resilience and the power to make these changes. As I always say, this is a collective reading and therefore does not resonate with everyone. If you would like your own private reading, you can find the link in my bio, and I have a whole selection of different readings here for you. For those of you that have ever been interested in learning tarot, then I do have 2 online courses. One is a beginner's tarot class, and the second is an intermediate class where we specifically look at this deck here. The links to both of those, once again, you can see are in my bio. Lastly, we still are slightly uncertain as to what is going to happen to TikTok within the next couple of months. But if you would like to follow me somewhere, then I do have a YouTube and you can find all of the links right up here, also within my bio.